Hare Krishna. All glories to Ayendra Prabhu, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and all the previous acharyas back to Lord Brahma and Lord Shri Krishna. Are you ready for this, my friends? All glories to you, all glories to the assembled devotees. Tonight's going to be rockin'. So, this age we're currently in is the age of Shri Radha's mission. It's her mission to reclaim her lost sons. She's going to be using virtual reality technology to do this, and she's also going to be using every other means of this age for this to be achieved. Synthetic technology, as well as every modern amenity and everything fathomable to the current modern consciousness. All this talk of the singularity that's coming up is going to be very much connected to our movement. We, together, are going to be classified and considered to be fanatics on so many different levels. And we're also going to be considered very much so a group of people who are going to be very strongly connected to the goddess, the sacred feminine, the divine, in this particular manner. Many will look at us from the outside as being connected to the Whore of Babylon concept. They will erroneously look at us in this way, and they will also consider us to be part of this very dark occult process. Okay? So Shri Radha, the fact of the matter is, however, Shri Radha is everywhere. She's within everything and beyond everything. She's inside of every number we see every day. She is in every moment of every day. She is within all of the plants that we see around us. She is also within the stone walls, the concrete, the steel we see around us. She's in the computers. She's in the computer screens. She's within the molecules and within the subatomic molecules as well. Always maintaining her separate independent existence in full glory and full opulence and beauty. Goloka Vrindavana. Her mission for this age is to bring all of her devotees back to her and to ignite in them wonderful experiences that they had never experienced before. And when we go back to Goloka, which will occur, make no mistake about it, each and every one of you will make it back. And what will happen is that you will experience wonders with Shri Radha, reciprocations from her, beyond what you could ever have fathomed. Because Shri Radha, she bestows that which has never been bestowed before. She is able to change the past and alter the future, and everything in between as well. Shri Radha's realm is a realm of infinite mystery and infinitely increasing depth of understanding. She uses this world as her playground and as her stage for her pastimes, which are eternally taking place 24/7 in paradise, in the world of Goloka Vrindavana, manifested through matter, through technology, through all the ages, in various ways which align with her daily eternal pastimes. The glories of her 1,000 names will be spread throughout the world, and these glories will be the central basis of Krishna consciousness for the next 10,000 years. Shri Radha's position will be properly glorified and spread and acknowledged by all devotees worldwide, and wars will be waged based on this. Amazing world-changing events will be shaped around this, and we ourselves are each individually very unique and significant players in this. What she has planned and what she has arranged is going to be more epic and more fascinating than any science fiction novel you could ever fathom. Make no mistake about this. The reason she has arranged and allowed technology to develop the way it is right now is for a very specific purpose that she has planned for us, all of her devotees, and for the populace in general. It's going to come as quite a surprise to everyone, in fact, exactly what she has planned for this. Now, just like we ourselves are going to receive so much false accusation and so much sidelining, so much criticism, she herself also is going to be receiving this from the people of the world. She will be erroneously labeled so many things, just like we will be erroneously labeled so many things. Okay? So Radha and Krishna are with us all the way, every step of the way. And Radhika herself and her intimate associates are watching our backs every moment of every day. So what's going to happen is, as these technologies come in more and more, as the genetic enhancements are made available, and as the virtual reality world simulations become ever more realistic and ever more vivid in their scope and spectrum, and as the synthetic technology develops to become ever more realistic and ever more full of detail in terms of forms and features, as all these things happen, her specific intention is for every single one of these things to be used directly to help us remember her and understand our relationship with her eternally. So it will come to a head. The Asuras will be using this technology to exploit her and to try and use her and her expansions for their own sensual gratification. Her sons will be using this technology to properly glorify her, to fight against the Asuras, and to establish her reigning glory throughout the world as supreme. Okay? These two sides are going to be coming to a head, and when this occurs, we will be victorious. She will grant us victory. And in the process, so many other amazing things are going to happen worldwide. And so many individuals will see her from different levels of perception. So many individuals will see her according to their own conditional consciousness, their own various degrees of the depth of vision or lack thereof. So, the only purpose of machines, technology, computers, cell phones, tablets, and everything that is coming in now and that will develop is specifically designed for the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. So, what the world is wanting and needing and will be receiving is visuals. These visuals will be ever more vivid and detailed, and the detail thereof will be the source of incredible inspiration for the populace as a whole and for devotees specifically. Because now, devotees will be provided with very detailed visuals of Goloka Vrindavana, of reality, and of the forms of Shri Radha and Krishna, like never before in history. When this occurs, the devotees will be feeling uplifted like never before. Harinama Sankirtana will be spread throughout all these technologies, and the true depth and meaning of Harinama Sankirtana will now become mainstream, and will finally actually be seen by the world for what is actually taking place in this process. Good to see you, Ishvaranandini. Welcome. Hare Krishna. So, the sooner we actually start playing our parts and our roles in bringing about Shri Radha's full glories manifesting in this world, the sooner the amazing, wonderful things she has planned for this world and for this age will start manifesting through all this technology and through these movements that will be taking place worldwide related to her glories and her displaying herself through this technology. Okay? So this is very cool. This is very awesome, actually, because what this means is that now, for the first time in history, not only will the sages who have been meditating on these things be the only ones able to see these things, she will provide everyone with the ability to see these visuals internally. Okay? And make no mistake about it, she will show very much and very specifically how and in what way she is the source and how she is within everything and interacting within everyone and everything. She will show this very clearly. So we'll be able to understand her expansions, we'll be able to understand her actual position, and we'll be able to understand her actual full depth of wonders and beauty that she wants us to understand and have access to. And when she does this, this will coincide simultaneously with her revealing the accurate flat Earth map and the shape of the earth beyond this part of earth we are on now. This will all coincide with her glories being spread and with Harinama Sankirtana spreading throughout the world. So my friends, pay attention. You can feel this. I guarantee you can feel this. There's this daily internal sensation that you're going to be experiencing regarding specifically Shri Radha, her glories, and her intimate associates. Now this sensation that you'll be experiencing daily is due to her using you in her plan to manifest herself in this world. That is what you're feeling, and that's what you will continue to feel ever more as these years go by and increase. Okay? As these years continue going forward, you'll experience this taking place ever more. And that sensation is the sensation of her active within your heart and consciousness, moving and making things happen for you. Out of infinite love and affection for you and the desire to share with you the depth of her beauty and her pastimes and activities. She will be reigning supreme, and she'll be conquering, and already has conquered, all other philosophies, all other ideologies, and all other conceptions of the Absolute. She will also be taking over and conquering every other devotional conception as well. So, anyone and everyone who tries to resist this or her movements will not stand. They will end up going to war with each other, and they will end up destroying one another very quickly in massive numbers, due to them denying her beauty and glories in their own lives and in their consciousness. Because this age is Shri Radha's age. Okay? This is specifically her age, which she predominates over, and she is now taking control of what has always been hers to begin with. So the sooner each of us start engaging and figuring out our unique aspect in her mission, that much faster her glories will be able to spread and manifest in this world for all to see. But each of us have to find out what that is, what our unique relationship with her is, and what our unique role in her mission is in this world. Okay? Some of us will be involved in the virtual reality tech. Some will be involved in the synthetic technology. Others will be engaged in the daily Harinama Sankirtana, especially. All devotees will be engaged in that as well. Others will be engaged in various other aspects of this teaching, establishing Varnashrama Dharma. So many other ways, teaching of art, music, architecture. All these things will be included in this. The creation of amazingly opulent buildings like the world has never seen before up to this point, based on the principles of Vastu and the Vedic understanding of the beauty and architecture, statuary, deities. All this stuff is going to be coming into play, and is now, actually. So, we can expect to see really cool things happening over the next few decades. Very interesting things relating to devotional service. Okay? Because devotional service is alive. Radha and Krishna's beauty is alive and very active in our hearts and minds. And this beauty and living wonder of their glories and pastimes supersedes and permeates everything, both transcendental and material. Okay? So once people start actually seeing their beauty, the slight smidgen amount of their beauty face to face in front of them, this is going to have huge implications for the world. Huge. And you're already noticing this. I'm recognizing this in those around me. Even the materialists, they're actually becoming now receptive to the glories of Shri Radha and the actual truth about her. They're starting to feel it, and they're actually starting to appreciate this ever more so on a subconscious level right now. Okay? But daily, we keep trucking on. We keep trucking on with our Harinama Sankirtana, and we keep trucking on with the spreading of her glories. Okay? And just watch what happens. Just watch and see. With her glories being spread, there's nothing at all we cannot achieve. Everything becomes achievable to us by this process. Okay? Because she's the ruling queen of Vrindavana. She's also the ruling queen of all the universes, and of our hearts and consciousness, minds, our bodies, our psychophysical states, okay, the fulfillment of desires. All of these things and more is within Shri Radha and her glories. So I'm looking forward to the years ahead. very much so. And every day I can feel the surge of her energy and her potency becoming ever stronger in each of us, physiologically, um, and internally on a very deep level, in the process of Harinama Sankirtana and spreading Krishna's love to others. So, she's going to make the world into a very interesting place for devotees. Very interesting. And we will be able to make proper, very amazing and valuable use of this technology she's allowing to exist right now. So yes, I look forward to working with all of you in the years ahead and being instruments in the spreading of her glories and in arranging for her conquest of this world completely, of every town, village, city, and of every single aspect. Every technological aspect, every mathematical number and principle and concept, and every science and art. She's already runs them and owns them, but she will be emphasizing and exuding herself through all of these things in these years ahead, for the first time in history, ever. So, we're going to see things that we had never seen before in terms of things relating to devotional service and things relating to our eternal relationship with Radha and Krishna manifesting. So tonight, it really dawned on me, actually. The implications of this actually really dawned on me really hard tonight, actually. And I really started smiling, and it was when I was driving home. And just before I engaged in Harinama Sankirtana, and during also tonight, I was like, you're actually, I was talking to you, and I said, you're actually shaping this world to be exactly the way you want it to be for your devotees, to help us. And that's actually exactly why everything's happening. That's why the technology exists in the first place. That's why computers exist in the first place, you know? That's why telephones, our ability to communicate exists in the first place, right? That's why this VRA tech exists in the first place. This is why the synthetic tech is being allowed to exist in the first place. It's all because of her specifically planning it out this way. That's exactly why it's happening. So, you know, there's no other or external source for these things playing out this way. It's Shri Radha's direct personal plan. That's actually what it is. And because she's so cool, and because she is so attuned to the needs and desires and wants of each and every living entity, especially her devotees, she has really cool things planned for each of you. Like, really cool things planned. Okay? And she's also going to empower everyone on the material side as well, to be able to achieve their desires materially speaking also. So this is going to be a fascinating age we're entering into. It is quite fascinating now, already as we speak. People have no idea. Like, seriously, people have no idea how awesome this is what's actually going to play out here. This is going to be better than any graphic novel, better than any science fiction novel or anything like this. The characters, the players, it's going to be another totally unique story and phase in history, on par with the Mahabharata in scope and scale, right? So I'm going to make a point to be recording what's the events that take place as they do, according to our developments, for future references, so the people in the future can look back at these times and be like, wow, that was absolutely amazing what happened, and how Shri Radha revealed herself in the world, and the way in which she empowered her devotees to achieve so many great things, right? So, yep. So we're all in this together, and together we're all going to make it happen. She's actually the one making it happen. We're actually instruments under her guidance. So naturally, what that means is we are each going to be facing our own individual oppositions, right? So there's going to be, for each of us, there's going to be a particular individuals and situations that will be the opponents that we have to face, right? And then also, there's going to be the neutral parties, and then there's going to be all sorts of other things taking place in between that as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. It's amazing because like each one of you is literally going to be engaged in situations like on the comic book level of epicness and awesomeness, right? In terms of what plays out. Um, and this is no exaggeration either. This is actually, I can see it. I can see that this is what's going to be happening. So, yep, good times ahead. And I look forward to this with you, my friends, very much so. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. I have an idea, but in terms of what I want to discuss and cover and talk about, there's so many things actually, and I'm going to be covering all these things in the next few months ahead, very much so. But it's all of it's going to be directly and more specifically connected to Shri Radha, and this is what I've been wanting to do for a long time. But from here on, I'm especially going to make this point in my presentations, what I've always wanted to be presenting, so that she's constantly glorified and she remains the center of focus and the central topic of everything that's discussed and dealt with constantly, okay? Because Shri Radha is where it's at, okay? She's where it's at. She's where Devotional Service is at, and she is the center of focus of all living entities eternally, and the ruling queen of Vrindavana, and the heart of Shri Krishna. So, I bid you a nice evening, my friends, and may you be enthused and inspired and empowered for the years ahead. Hare Krishna. Jaya Shri Radhe.